Hey, what's up, you guys? I know it's a little late. I know I said in my car vlog that I was going to do a makeup collection on Tuesday, but it's now Thursday and there's no eyeshadow collection video. That's because I got a haul on Tuesday and I decided, I would rather post that because I love posting haul videos. But I'm here now for the eyeshadow collection. But first, I just want to tell you that I was cleaning out my bathroom the other day. And this isn't really eyeshadow, this is just why I'm showing it to you now. The other eyeshadows that I found will be in the collection video. But I was cleaning out my bedroom and bathroom, and I found this cool thing that I forgot I even had. I got it when I wasn't really into makeup, so I just kind of put it in my closet and was like, well, whatever. But it is this lip gloss compact, and it's the Lipmobile thing, and that's the box. And it looks like this. It looks so cute. Like, it's a little iPhone basically. Like, that's what I think of when I see it. And it is a compact with a ton of lip glosses in it. And they're still good. Like, I just used this one that's hit pan on yesterday, and they still are really creamy and good and like shiny, and it looked really nice when I was wearing it, and I was like, I'm gonna have to use this now that I'm all like, more into makeup than I was when I actually got it. I was really excited to find this again. But I thought I would show it to you guys because it's not really eyeshadow. It doesn't really fit anywhere. I've already done the lip product, collection. So I thought I would just share that with you guys quick. But yeah, now on to the eyeshadows. And just so you're warned, it may be a very long video because this is my eyeshadow bag and it's full to the brim. So it's going to be a very long video. So stay with me. If you don't want to watch it all, I can understand because it might be kind of rambly and it might be very long. So first off, these are some of the eyeshadows I found when I was cleaning the bathroom. Like, I found the lip gloss thing. These are bigger palettes, so they're kept out of the bag because they don't fit. This is an e.l.f. palette. I really like it. Let me see if I can get it open. I just had it open. Seriously? Okay. This is an e.l.f. palette that I found, and the colors are very vibrant. Even though it's an old palette, it's very pigmented and stuff. Like, they still seem like they're still good. I don't know when eyeshadows go bad, I guess. It might be bad, but I think I'm still going to use some of the colors on it because I would feel so bad throwing this full palette away when not even any of them are hitting pan yet. So I'd feel so bad just throwing it out. So I think I'm just going to keep it. It probably won't be my first choice of palette when I go to, do my eyes. But, you can always use a few vibrant, bright colors. And some of them are even, shimmery, and some of them are matte. So it's the perfect combination from e.l.f. And then I found this one in my closet right next to that lip gloss thing I showed you earlier. This is from the Flirt. It's the Kohl's brand. But, it's this limited edition eyeshadow set. It is a very big palette. I will show it to you fully. It is a very big palette. All of these colors are matte, and they are more natural looking. There are some teals and, greens and whatnot, but most of the colors are more natural that you would wear out, if you're going to work or something and you couldn't be crazy with your eyeshadows. So that'll be perfect for me well, this video is on Thursday. So starting yesterday, I go for my orientation for my new job. So some of these colors would be perfect for when I'm on the job as a housekeeper for a hotel. So that should be pretty fun, I guess. Whatever. But yeah, so these are the colors from that. Okay, so now we're getting started on the bag. As you saw on Tuesday, this is the Milani eyeshadow palette. The colors are really bright and vibrant, and I love the design of the palette. It's very unique. Most companies don't display their palettes like that. And this is the Haute Couture Fashion Shadow set from Milani. Oh, I also did find these two small palettes in the bathroom and stuff when I was cleaning. I think they were actually my sister's, and I kind of just stole them. But one of the colors from this palette I have on my eyes today, the darker ones on the outside. This is a Maybelline New York quad, and it's one of the ones where it shows you how to do your eyes. They're numbered, but I don't really use the numbers. They're more natural. I'm using this pinky one today, but they're more natural. There's like a white, a brown, a darker brown, and like a burgundy color. But they're more natural colors, and they're perfect for, work and stuff. And then I also found another Flirt palette, and I guess according to the back, it's the Flirtatious limited edition eyeshadow palette. And it has never been used. Like, the brush is still in the packaging of, what it came in. And it has a sponge tip and a brush tip. And the brush tip is super soft. Like, it is a great brush. It's almost, I want to say, better than my e.l.f. brushes. And those are full size. But it's another natural palette. My sister isn't really into the vibrant colors. So it is another, like, brown and tan and white and purpley color palette. So yeah, there's then I have this Sonia Kashuk Eye on Glamour palette. The colors are very bright. The two columns on the side are matte colors, and the one in the middle is all shimmer colors. They're all highly pigmented. I haven't used it yet though, but I've tested the colors because I don't know, I just haven't had any time to use these. But they're very pigmented. I don't have any of the shimmery colors, and some of the matte colors are nice as well. But yeah, it's a very cute palette, and it's very small, but yet portable. That's nice. The next two are Revlon Color Stay quads. Again, I usually get the quads that have the numbers on the back of the, how to put them on, but I never do it that way. I always just, if there are cute colors in the quads that I don't have, or, I just want to get, I'll just do it that way. This first one is a pink, white, or white, pink, gray, and black, and it is in the color Goddess. And those are the colors. And they're also the black is very shimmery, the rest are kind of matte, but you put the black in your crease, so it's, it's okay to be shimmery, because you don't use a lot of it. And then the other one is a purple set, and they're all different shades of purple, and it is in the color Seductive. And I'm sorry if the lighting isn't, as good as it should be. I'm in the kitchen. I thought the natural light would be good, but I don't know if it's really doing it any justice. The next one is a little single from Urban Decay. It's the Urban Decay Stardust. And it's just in like a white color. I think the color is actually called Bobby Dazzle. The only thing is I don't really want to open to show you, because my only problem with this this eyeshadow is that it's very, there's a lot of fallout when you use this. I kind of regret getting this one, but I got it. This was my first, what do you call it, a highlight, where you put it in the middle of your, and you want the white to make your eyes pop. But I hardly ever use this because of the amount of fallout that it has. I don't know. I probably wouldn't recommend using or getting this Urban Decay Stardust eyeshadow single because of the fact that it's very powdery. I don't want to open the lid right now and actually show you the color up close, because I'm afraid that all the dust will just fall right into my keyboard. So yeah, there's that one. This one was actually the first eyeshadow I ever got. When I first, when my mom was like, okay, Katie, you need to put makeup on because there is something not like all the other girls in school are wearing makeup. You need to at least put a little bit on. This is what she got for me. It is an Elme palette, and it's in the color. It's just the trio for hazels, I guess. I don't even know if they make this color in this palette anymore. But it's just a trio. It's just like a yellowy tan on the top, a brown, and a pink. And like I said, this was the first eyeshadow I ever got, probably in like middle school. And I still keep it. Like I said, I don't know when shadows go bad, but I still use like these colors, especially the yellowy one on the top and the pink. Not so much the brown, but I don't really have a lot of brown looks. So yeah, I do really like this trio now that I actually, am into eyeshadow. It really becomes a staple, to have a light color for your brow bone or a pink for your brow bone when you do a dark look. I really love this trio. The next one, well actually, this is just eyeshadow primer. It's just thrown in with my eyeshadows because I use it with them. It's just the L'Oreal Magic Decrease Eyelid Primer, and there's no color for it. It's just, I don't think there's a color for it anyway. But it's just this tan color. It's almost white. You just put it on, blend it in. It helps your eyeshadow stay on your eyes for longer without, brushing away or falling out. These two palettes kind of go together. I just recently got them. I've only used one of the colors on them. This one is from Profusion. It's Color Me Glow. These were like 99 cents at Walgreens. So I haven't used this one yet. But these are kind of what the colors look like. They're very pigmented. I've tried it like on my finger, and they're very nice and pigmented and good. For 99 cents. Like, I'm surprised that they are as nice as they are because they were like less than $1. And then this one is from Giordano Colors, and it's kind of the same deal. I have used the white on this one for the, the middle part. I'm always, just looking for whites, but this is what it looks like. Again, very pigmented. This is the white that I used in the middle. Very pigmented, very nice for, inexpensive, palette. I would recommend these two palettes for people who are just starting out with shadows. I mean, that's what my friends use. They don't have as nearly as much as eyeshadow as I do, but they have these palettes, to experiment with, and they really like them. Okay. Next is this Wet n Wild Fergie palette. I have used the purple on this one. Wet n Wild has a what do you call it, a sponsorship with Fergie or a promotion with Fergie, and so she has a whole line of Wet n Wild products. This is a trio of hers. It's called the Maldives Sky Quad, and this is not one of the ones where you do the steps. These are just different colors, and these were the brightest ones. They did have like a nude one and like a browner one, but this has purple, teal, a lighter teal, and a black. Oh, and a blue. Sorry, but yeah, I've used the purple. It's very pigmented, but you can tell that it is a cheaper, brand because I have, like a purple that would be probably higher quality than this. But it's a good product to just like, if you are wearing a darker purple from like, let's say, the Sonia Kashuk palette or a more expensive one, or even the bigger palettes, if you don't want to haul those around in your purse, you can just throw this one in there and it's cheaper, and like, in case if your purse gets stolen, like they don't get away with your good products, they get away with like a Wet n Wild. I'm not saying that Wet n Wild is a bad product, I'm just saying like, it's cheaper, it's easier to replace. But it's a good quad. Wet n Wild is always a good brand, especially if you are just starting with makeup. The next one, and it's probably the most used palette, is the Love and Beauty by Forever 21 Artist Eyeshadow Palette. I did get this at Forever 21. Well, actually, my mom did. I got it for a Christmas present. But that's what it kind of looks like on the outside. I can't really tip it that much because, again, it might fall, or some powder might fall into my keyboard. But these are what the colors look like. The tray is very messy because, like I said, I use it a lot. The only thing I don't like about this palette is that they tried, Forever 21 like tried to blend some colors together that they thought maybe were complementary. Like they have the pink mixed with a blue that's up there. They have like a purple mixed with a gold, like, and I see what they were trying to do. Maybe like, start, for people who don't usually mix those colors together, maybe try. But I personally don't like it. For example, the pink, I use the pink a lot, but I only have it worn down in a certain area because I don't want any of the blue usually in, the looks that I do. So I have this whole other, pot of, pink, but it's only worn down almost to the pan in this one certain area because I don't want the blue mixed in with it. So I'm like, I wish I could just use the whole, pan. But whatever, I guess maybe one day I'll have to try out some looks with these complementary colors or whatever. And the next one is also a Wet n Wild product. I haven't actually used it. I've tested some of the, to see how the colors were, but that's why the brushes are kind of messy, but I haven't actually, put them on my eyes. This is the Wet n Wild Spoiled Brat Trio, and regardless of the name, I thought the colors were very beautiful. The brow bone is like this shimmery silver color. The crease is this sparkly black, and the eyelid is this matte hot pink. And I thought it was a very pretty trio, and I didn't have anything like the silver or the hot pink. So I picked it up. It was very inexpensive. And again, as with the Fergie palette, it's a good one for if you're starting with makeup, or, if you want to start going a little darker and crazier, you can get like a cheaper Wet n Wild palette and, experiment with makeup. The next one is this CoverGirl quad, and it is in the, I don't even know what color it's in, Tropical Fusion, and it is a bunch of tropical colors. There is a dark blue, a teal, an orange, and a lime green. I really do love this quad. Like, I don't use it that often, but the blue, I use the darker blue in a blue look that I do, and a lime green is always good in a green look that I have. I haven't really used the orange or the teal, but I'm gonna try to, create looks that go with these colors. They're all very beautiful, I think, and the quad wasn't that expensive. It's like, affordable, and because it's CoverGirl, it's drugstore brand. But they had a bunch of other ones too in this same kind of setup and case, but I thought these colors were just too, too unique to pass up. So I picked it up, and I do love this quad. Then I have my cream shadows. These are, I have 4 of the Maybelline Color Tattoo creams, and I will just show you what the colors that I have are. The first one I ever got was this silver one, and it's in Audacious Asphalt, and it looks like that. I love these cream ones. They last forever because you don't use that much when you put it on because they're cream and they're highly pigmented, so they last forever. Like, I got this one maybe like 6 months ago, maybe even more, and I'm only not even, you can't tell from the outside that I've even used it at all, but I really do like that color. I use that one mostly if I do like a dark smoky eye. I use the Maybelline Color Tattoo. The next one that I'm actually wearing today is the Old Gold, and this is what it looks like from the packaging. And then this is what the actual cream. I think I've used this one the most. At least that's what it shows like. I mean, you can see, the level of how much you've used from the brim. And I think I've used this one the most, which is weird to me because I don't usually use it. So, I don't know. Maybe I got a short fill on this one. but I really do like the gold. It's very unique, and it goes with pretty much anything. I usually match the gold with this next one in Pomegranate Punk. I usually use this Pomegranate Punk, which is like a burgundy pink. I put this on the eyelid, and then on the brow bone, I put the bold gold. And this is the look that I wear if I just am wearing like a t-shirt or something, like where I don't have to be super fancy. But, you know, I do want to put a little eyeshadow on. This is usually what I use because it's very, you know, it's just very lazy looking, I guess. Like, I mean, it doesn't look like you're going out or anything like that. It just looks like, you know, everyday makeup. But then the last one I have, which I have been using quite a bit recently, is this purple one, and it's called Painted Purple. And it's very bright, and I've been wearing a lot of tank tops that are very, you know, bright and colorful. So I use the purple because, you know, I like to match with what I wear. So there has been purple in my tank top, so I use this purple one, and I actually really do like it. It's probably the one I use the least out of all three of them, but I do love the color tattoo. I know they get a ton of hype, and I think the hype is worth it. Okay, and the last two palettes that I have are both from Urban Decay. Now these ones are a bit more higher end, but I did get them on sale. They were half price when I bought them. I think they went from like $30-some to like $15 or $13 when I bought them, so I thought it was a steal. But this is the Urban Decay Ammo palette. This was the first one that I bought from Urban Decay, and I thought it was so cool because I was like, oh, it's higher end, yeah. But these are the, let me just take the brush out so it doesn't fall. These are the colors. I don't want to tip it too much because you can see how much powder is on the thing. But I use the Polyester Bride and the Grifter one, the white and the purple on the bottom, probably the most out of all of them, so like lately. But I have to experiment with them and try to find, you know, some more looks. I would hate for this palette to go to waste because it is, you know, Urban Decay, and it's more difficult to come by when it's on sale. And then the last one is another Urban Decay palette. It's the Mariposa palette. It came in this really cute packaging. That's why I've kept it. The palette itself is just this metal, you know, tin. But it came in this really cute butterfly, you know, little box with, you know, all the samples of the colors on the back and information about the palette. So I thought I would just keep the packaging. But as for the tin, it's got this cute butterfly engraved on the front and the initials of the Urban Decay. And then I love the brush that comes with this palette. It's like an actual brush instead of a, you know, a sponge. And I think I use this palette more than the Ammo palette because there's a lot more bronzy colors like these ones over here and the tan one in the middle. I use this one a lot for a brow bone color, but these are, you know, the colors of the palette. And I love this palette. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's really nice and stuff. I don't know. I get a little lovey over my eyeshadows because they're my favorite part of my makeup is doing my eyeshadows. So I love to get, you know, a bunch of different varieties so I can mix and match and create looks and do all that kind of thing. But that is all my eyeshadows that I have so far. Hopefully I don't go out and buy more for a while because as you can tell, I really don't need any more. But those are all of them. But yeah, I think that about does it for me. You can leave in the comments if you've tried any of these palettes or if you have, you know, any ideas for, you know, possible looks and stuff, and maybe I'll try them. You can leave a comment with all that kind of stuff down below. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, because that's what the button's there for. And if you want, you can possibly subscribe, and that would be super awesome too, but that's completely up to you. And yeah, until Tuesday, maybe. There might be a car vlog coming on the weekend, because I don't know what I'm doing this weekend yet. But for sure, until Tuesday, I will see you next time, guys. Bye.